Hi, in this video today I am going to teach you how to make a simple contact form using the function that is already built in with Jetpack. Most people use plugins like Contact Form 7 and some people use Ninja Forms, and I have not found a need for those plugins yet. I did used to use one of them and found that the plugin for Jetpack's version of the contact form worked just fine for me. So the first thing that you want to do if you haven't already installed Jetpack is to go back to my how to set up WordPress videos, and how to install Jetpack is in the first video, video 1, and with a little bit of a continuation into video 2 about some specific features. So assuming you already have Jetpack installed, you go up to Jetpack and you want to go to Jetpack settings, and then in the settings you want to make sure that your contact form is activated. So see, mine says deactivate here, which means it's activated. If it's not activated, you'll just see this and you'll click activate. So make sure that your contact form is activated. Once you're sure your contact form is activated, you're going to go to Pages, Add New, and then you're going to decide. I find that the best thing to just name it is contact or contact me or contact form, because if somebody does search on your page, if they don't see your contact form, which I will show you how to make sure to put it into your menu, but if they don't see it, then they may search for it and you want WordPress to come back. So don't make it be like, hey, holla at me or something like that, because people aren't going to search for that. You can always make your menu items say that instead, but as the page name, use contact. So it's as easy as this. You click Add Contact Form and you go in here and you have a form builder. So for here, it explains to you absolutely what you need to do. So you don't really need for me to tell you, but just to give you an idea. So you have name, email, website, comment. You can make things required or not required. And like for instance, you can edit it by saying you want this to be a different field, you want it to be required, what kind of a field it is, like what are you asking them for? Is it text? Is it an email? So it recognizes if it's an invalid email address or an invalid website address, it will recognize that if you tell it what you're looking for. And if you want more fields, you can actually add more fields by just clicking this button and saying, I want to give me an example. Say they are texting me for tech support help. Then I can give them a text area box where they can just put some information, but I won't make it required. And now there's the give me an example box. So I'm going to get rid of it because I don't want it, but in case I did want it, let's just actually, we get rid of them by just clicking the little button here to the side. And then what you want to do is, assuming I would keep all of these fields, actually, just to let you know, I would keep them all. I would even keep website, because if another blogger is contacting you, they might want you to know what their website is. Then go to email notifications, and this is where you tell the form where the email should go. The person contacting you will not see this email address. This is a form that is just within, it's embedded in your site. When they hit send, they don't see anything. They just get a confirmation that the contact form sent. They will never see your email address unless you reply to them from your email address, which would be your choice. You could always choose to reply from a different email address. In my case, I'll stick Jen Kill Media in here. And I like to tell myself why I'm getting an email, so I will say contact from WordPress Marvel. Okay, and then you have to save. Always make sure to save. And so now your contact form is ready. So you add this form to your post, and now this is actually your contact form. But say you want to be like, hey, thank you so much for stopping by. I would love to hear what you have to say. Feel free to fill out this form and contact me. Okay, so if I do that, if I add that text, I'll show you what it's going to look like. So you can just have the plain contact form that doesn't say anything, or you can add some text and your contact form will actually have some words here. So thank you so much for stopping by. I'd love to hear what you say. My font is actually really small on this site, so don't think that's what it's going to look like for you. I'm messing around with a theme right now for some other tutorials, but your font will be the same as the font that your site is currently built with on your information there. And then the person just submits it. Like I said, they won't even see at all what your site email is. So now to go back to show you, so I'm going to publish this and I'm going to go back and show you how you add that to your menu. Okay, great. So we're going to go to Appearance, Menus, and then you're going to choose, right now I have no menu, so here's a little lesson on how to create a menu if you haven't already. I'm going to call mine Primary Navigation, create the menu, and I'm going to say, so normally you will see, you have your menu chosen and you will see some items in here. I am going to, just to show you exactly what you would do if they weren't in the order you want. So you're going to look for in Pages, you're going to look for Contact. Most likely it'll show up right away in Most Recent because you just created it, but if you can't find it, go to View All, okay? So I'm just going to do it actually from View All, and I'm going to then click Add to Menu. Now you only want to add your contact form. I'm adding all of these so that you can actually see how to move stuff around. So say contact shows up in the middle, but you really want contact to be at the end, just drag and drop it. Say you do want it to say holla at me, you know, you just go like that. You just click this little drop down, you change the navigation label. It does not change the page. See how it's showing original contact? It will not change the page, but it does change what it says. And make sure that you're using your primary navigation menu. And for me, I needed to check it because it was a new menu. But this should be in your primary navigation. And now it's saved. So let's go back to our little preview and take a look. So here we are, home, sample page, holla at me. And when we go, so let's just look at how this works. So here we are, home. When we go to holla at me, notice how it goes up here to contact is the actual URL and it's the page, but it still says what you want it to, and the person can fill it out and contact you. So feel free to contact me if you have any further questions about anything. Feel free to leave any comments that you want, and check out my other tutorials. Thanks so much. Have a great day.